In this video, you're going to learn how to use some of the tools that you've been looking at these last couple of days, as well as learn how to get rid of unwanted clips in your event pane. So here I have my project set up under the Beatbox event. Marcus Perez is the title of the project. So I'm going to go ahead and play my footage here in the event pane by clicking at the very beginning and pressing the space bar. That's all I want to look at right now. However, I don't want this unwanted footage at the very beginning. So I'm just going to click and drag to about right where he starts. Okay. Now that I have that selected, you see this right here that says hide rejected? That's going to hide this clip once I reject it. So I'm going to reject it by right-clicking it and selecting reject. Okay. Notice that if you select that menu, you can go to all clips, favorites, and see only the rejected. So now I can see only that clip. I can go to all clips and see all that clips, including that clip I rejected. But you can tell it's rejected by the red bar on the very top. Okay. I don't want that. I just want to keep it as hide rejected. So that I can select my video from the very beginning up into the part that I want, which is about right here. Then I'm going to bring this down to the project timeline by clicking this plus sign. Now I'm going to start using some of the tools here in my adjust menu. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to add a filter to your clip. You can go up here to Video Audio Effects, drop down to Video Effects, and notice you can give an aged film filter to your clip, Dream, Romantic. So I'm going to select black and white. Then I'll start from the beginning so you can see it. Now, if you ever have footage, say if you record from your laptop, it'll be flipped if you record in your photo booth. And you can flip it back to normal by choosing the flipped option here. And it will flip your clip for you. So play around with these, see which ones you like. Some of them can be pretty fun. You can also change the audio effect. So now it looks like a completely different clip with a completely different sound. And you can do those two things here under your video and audio effects icon in your adjust menu. The next one we're going to pull down is right here. And I'm going to click and drag it to the end. Now here I want to change the color of this clip. So I'm going to go up here to color correction. Whenever you hover over these handles, it'll tell you what they're for. This one highlights to make bright areas lighter or darker. Okay, that'll make it darker by moving it left. Moving it to the right will make it lighter. This adjusts shadows to make dark areas lighter or darker. Moving it to the left will make it darker. Right will make it lighter. Make it just a little bit darker. This one adjusts contrast to increase or decrease the difference between light and dark areas. This one will adjust saturation to make the clip look less or more saturated. Which this video isn't the best quality anyways, but let's see what we can make of it. This is your temperature slider, and this will enhance the warmer colors. Bring some warmth by adding yellow, or make it cooler by adding blue. So I'm going to keep it about right there. Okay. I'm also going to adjust the speed. So I'm going to click on this turtle up here. I can change the speed to slow or fast. If you remember your notes, you can also go to modify in your menu bar and go fast forward or slow motion. You can change how much you want to go faster or slower. But I'm just going to do it with this little turtle here. I'm clicking slow. Now you'll see the turtle icon in your clip in your project timeline. And this, if you remember, is a speed editor. This is a speed editor bar. And this handle will allow you to either make the clip slower by pulling it to the right, or make it faster by pulling it to the left. You can preserve the pitch by selecting Preserve Pitch, so it doesn't sound so high-pitched. This will keep you or someone with a high-pitched voice from sounding like a chipmunk whenever you speed your clip up. In this menu, you can also reverse your clip. That's kind of weird, so I'm going to unreverse it. So let me bring 2 down so I can show you how to split a clip in your project timeline. Or 3. Okay, now I'm going to press E and bring those down. We'll go ahead and watch those as well. Now I'm going to use the split clip option in iMovie to separate these two. So I'll move my cursor wherever I want to split the clip, about right there. Now I can either right click and go split clip, or I can go up to the menu and go modify and split clip, or I can go Command V and split it just like that. Now if I want to adjust the sound of a clip, I can change the sound by moving these arrows up or down. I can bring this, once I see those arrows, I can move it and adjust it and create a fade. This is good whenever you are editing your sound in your music videos. Instead of having it blast in someone's ear, you can have it fade into the music and then fade out at the very end. Now I'm going to show you a couple more things. We're going to do a picture-in-picture video. So I'm going to select footage from up here. And I'll go all the way to the end of that clip. Now I'm going to click it and drag it down above another clip. Whenever you have a clip above another, the top one is called your B-roll or your cutaway. You can edit this one the same by muting it, by moving the sound down or making it louder. However, I don't want any sound. Now once you bring your cutaway or your B-roll down to your project timeline above another clip, you'll see this icon here in your adjust menu. This is a video overlay settings icon. Now you can select cutaway from this drop down menu, or the green and blue screen, which we'll learn about later, side by side or picture in picture. Okay, now we're going to do cutaway right now. Change the opacity, change the fade, if any. And I like it. So I'm not going to press that undo arrow. I'm going to select the check that says apply cutaway settings. Yes, I want to. And here I go. Now I don't think it necessarily goes with the beginning, so I'm going to start it about right. So I think that looks pretty cool. You can also go down to side by side and make these two clips work together side by side. Even though this one doesn't have sound, you can still see it. And the same thing applies to the bottom footage. If you want to change the sound, you bring this one up, that's okay too. You can select left or right to alternate the two. If you want your right clip to slide out your left clip, then choose slide. and it'll do so. Now I'm going to select OK, apply side-by-side settings from the beginning. Now I can also try the picture-in-picture, and this is really good if you have music going on in one scene that's relating to another scene. You can use a picture-in-picture. You can make it dissolve in, zoom in, or swap in. You can give it a border, change the color, and now you can see my border. You can add a shadow behind it if you want to. Alright, now I'm going to select OK and watch it from the beginning. There's also a fade effect whenever you use dissolve in this B-roll for this picture-in-picture. You can see it, you can adjust it if you want it to come in later. Now you can play around with all those options. Just remember, you cannot use any of these cutaway or side-by-side or picture-in-picture until you add your B-roll above a clip. That's the only time it appears. Now we're going to use the zoom effect, and I'll show you what that looks like. And that's it for this video. Stay tuned because in the next video I'll be showing you how to use your maps and background in your content library.